Climate change and its related infrequent rainfall have plagued the Somali region of Ethiopia over the past decade. The drastic cutback in the usual volume of rain has led to seismic losses in livestock, one of the primary sources of wealth and food safety for the people. While men often migrate in search of work, Somali women undertake the vast majority of responsibility for managing the livestock and raising the children. Mube Khalida Kadra is one of the beneficiaries of VSF-Suisse's project in Geb Kebele. The mother of 6 children, Mube was hard-pressed to improve and protect her livestock as she was beset with so many other responsibilities.
وافر هيسيو تا قدير كرسيو وحير بانقول ودنا كده واحد مهينه وحيستو ما جرى كده نقول لحد عيال عندلي طيب تيجي كان جوجت هذا مكاركيسين بايوين ويمان لا هاي وحبا ما قبضته كوا كانوا يريريهم تمام رفضنا كده صعب شقيسنا كده.
Women already contribute about 40 to 60% of the agricultural labor in Ethiopia, but when men leave altogether in search of salaries, these rural women become the sole breadwinners and head of households. Pastoral and agro-pastoral areas of Ethiopia, where VSF-Suisse operates, arguably have the highest gender gaps in the country. This existing gender inequality tends to be exacerbated in the climate crisis, increasing the vulnerability of women. About 85% of these women live in rural areas, and the vast majority are illiterate. This makes it less likely that they will be aware of the necessity of vaccinating their livestock or how to go about it. Livestock management by women is often further complicated by the cultural rules that give men the sole right to sell livestock. Women may have to wait a long time in order for a husband or other male figure to return to the family to take care of such issues. This issue is often exacerbated by the fact that despite being in charge of the livestock, these women must focus on a host of other tasks at the very same time. Cleaning, food preparation, childcare, fetching water, gathering firewood, and milling grain also distract these women from livestock husbandry. In some cases, due to the effects of climate change, women now spend as much as 6 hours fetching water.
رفاض بدن بيوم تقلال بدن بيوم بهني أو كوير بدي سطو أو لبوا سمايسو أو كنين كروتو عال كروتو يأبارو بهني كده.
With all this in mind, VSF-Suisse developed a program that could benefit this specific demographic while triangulating around various community ideals that once stood as barriers. As a first goal, VSF-Suisse focused on increasing women's capacity to manage livestock. As a related issue, the program promoted gender equality. Before the project began, only about 10% of participants, 12 women in total, were engaged in animal health service delivery. The program has raised this number to 40, or about 26% of all participants. This both raised women's decision-making power in terms of livestock management, but also raised their profile in the community in terms of planning and vaccine knowledge. The project also helped the community understand the association between women's empowerment and PPR vaccinations. The women were trained as vaccinators and were equipped with vaccination kits and grants to do cost recovery vaccinations to SRs. The income generation aspect was a popular selling point, and trainers also gave lessons on entrepreneurship, financial literacy, and leadership. As a result of these trainings, the average household income for women vaccinators grew from $25 in 2021 to $200 the following year. The project empowered women in taking leadership positions within rural livestock farming communities and to play a role in intra-household and communal decision-making. It ensured that its initiatives are inclusive and accountable by identifying the barriers and opportunities to access to services.
dee bulshada maxaan samayn lahayn inta taglaalkaan ku wadno oon u xoojino baa fiicnaan lahayd la taglaal ma fiicnaan dee laakiin taglaalkaan u wadno oon u xoojino dee u samayno baa u fiicnaan lahayd oon abaar la inta dhaag joogno dee la garab joogno.
VSF-Suisse's project was welcomed by the entire community because it gave livestock owners greater confidence in understanding the health needs of their herds and the realization that they could proactively protect the animals from the worst excesses of drought and disease. Additionally, the program inculcated a sense of pride and ownership by female participants as they developed vaccination skills that increased their self-worth, their respect in the community, and a concrete means for obtaining income.